Well, the person who has inspired me the most would definitely be my dad. My mother passed away when I was 9, and my father had to raise my sister and I on his own. And I think he did a fantastic job considering the pressures that he was under. And if it wasn't for the sacrifices that my dad made for my sister and I would not be the confident woman I am today.
I've never met a girl like you before.
I enjoy being a Pilates instructor because I love working with people, and I enjoy teaching people to be aware of their bodies and how to use their bodies properly in everyday life. One of the principles I live my life by, that would be the sowing and reaping principle. But I have learned to have patience to see the fruit of my good seed sown.
So after my studies, which was drama and theatre, I was a drama teacher, and I've always been a singer. And then we came to Dubai, and I started to work for a party company, and we did game organising and fire shows. And then God blessed me with 3 children. And now that they are a little bit bigger, I'm hoping to get back into more singing. The person who's inspired me the most is definitely Celine Dion. I like her because she stayed the same, and fame came and everything came, but she stayed true to herself. I think the thing that I live by is I don't want to just look good, I want to really be good. I don't want to look good like a good family and beautiful from the outside and things look like they're okay. I want to really be a good person from the inside out.
The person who's inspired me the most has to be my mum. She's just an amazing, amazing woman. She set up her own business, she suffered from breast cancer, but through all her challenges, she's remained positive and happy, and I can't help but be inspired by her.
My best quality? My friends tell me that it's my attention to detail. Whether it's organising a dinner party or a creative project, I tend to think of the little details that maybe others don't. Something I would like to change about myself is I'm rather impatient, and as they say, patience is a virtue. I love what I do. Every day is varied, you never know what to expect. It's great working with creative people as well. I also enjoy working with clients, taking them on a journey to promote their business.
I am a bridal consultant. I do what I do because I love happiness, and I love to see the facial expression of our brides when their gown is completed. I often find myself busy with so many different things at one time, but I'm always able to manage it. So I believe one of my best qualities is multitasking. Something I want to change about myself. You know, sometimes I fuss over the small things too easily. So I guess I overreact, and that's something I must work on. One of the principles that I live by is to be real with others, and especially with myself.
Often I take on too much, which leaves me a little overwhelmed, so something I'd like to change about myself is to learn to sometimes say no. The person who has inspired me the most is my sister. She has played a huge role in my life. She's independent and strong, and definitely somebody I can look up to. I'm currently working in client relations, and in my spare time I do charity work. I love doing both because I love working with people. The principle I live by is to try to always do the right thing, so I live with no regrets.
I think the people that have inspired me most in my life would have to be my parents, purely because they were determined never to let anyone stop them achieving what they wanted to do, and they had the same philosophy when it came to me. They might not have always agreed with my decisions, but they've supported me 100% and were determined to let me do the things that I always wanted to do.
Don't feel that I belong to many protest singers. Not enough protest.
I think some of my best qualities is that I'm a pretty outgoing person. I'm very adventurous, into all sorts of crazy sports. I've done skydiving, I used to compete with horses, I've done my bike license. My passion has to be wakeboarding. I love to get out there on the water, and I also like the fact that I have the ability to encourage people to get out there and take part in these things at least just once. The principle I like to live by is to try and find things where I can do a little bit of good in the world, and also go hard or go home, which basically means I'm going to do things to the best of my ability or not even start.
Many protest singers. Not enough protest songs. And now you've come along.
I work in radio as a presenter, and I'm one of those lucky people that can say I absolutely love my job. During my career so far, it's enabled me to travel to some fantastic places and go to some amazing events. Plus, I've been able to interview some pretty famous and interesting people. Two of my favourites being Mariah Carey and Sir Richard Attenborough. So basically, what's not to like about my job?